I started writing these thoughts years ago because I wanted my kids to have something from me they could reference when life got difficult. The hope was that as years went by, I could gather enough life knowledge and experience that they could reference it like a manual for when I'm inevitably not around anymore. Because which of us wouldn't appreciate hearing positive things from our loved ones when life gets hard? This next post is titled Sound. I want to talk about sound. Riding in the car, listening to the talking heads on the radio, the music, the commercials, and then shutting the music off and recognizing and appreciating the beautiful silence. That moment is such a soothing sensation. Then I notice the sound of wind passing by. My mind wanders to the sound of my kids around the house, arguing, playing, or watching TV. What a soothing sound that is to me. The contrast being when the sound of my kids is not there, because I only have my kids half the time. I know and dread that dead silence around the house when there's the lack of their sound. It's an incredible thing to realize these blessings. I could have had a worse custody arrangement and only been able to see them every other weekend like so many dads, but I can't imagine it. That would very likely have killed me. I miss the sound of them there constantly. I recall it being taxing, looking for a quiet break every now and again. Now, oh, how much I long for their sound. In the early parts of the divorce, how much I despised even the thought of not seeing my kids every day. It doesn't get any easier, but I have become used to it. So many sounds. The sounds of cars rushing by, the sounds of a jet passing overhead, the sound of music playing, then the sound of a really good song I love, and then listening to it again. The sound of being out in the wilderness, on a mountain, looking out over a huge expanse. The effort it took to get there instantly fades. I lie down in the tall grass among the flowers of the field and feel the heat of the sun warming my face, covering my body like a warm blanket. The wind passing by as it ruffles my clothes, hearing the leaves rustle and the sound they make as sudden swells of air rush through the trees nearby. Then as the wind dies down, I enjoy the silence and eventually notice the sound of my heart beating. After a few minutes, the thoughts in my head seem to become audible as the only thing for my mind to focus on. The thoughts begin to take shape as I imagine the objects around me and the sounds they can make. I can begin to make out the silent roar of the earth turning. In this moment, I am at peace. So many sounds to appreciate. The crickets chirping at night and the birds during the day, the sound a waterfall makes as the water crashes down in the mist as it dissipates and cools the air,